Ronde jambs are all about our hips, and today I wanted to be able to explore how and why that is. So when we are practicing our ronde jambs a terre, the entire movement is a straight leg where our hip is the only joint that is actually moving. We want to be able to work all aspects of our hips by doing that rotation, both onde or in onde dan. When we lift up for our ground ronde jambs, we want to make sure that we are really lengthening up and out of our hips with our upper body and extending out to our legs so our hips are free to move and keeping them nice and square as we rotate and keep our leg again where it belongs. When we are working on our ronde jambe en l'air, like as I said the other day, it's a movement in the hip, but it should not be noticeable in your thigh. This is not to be moved at all. Your knee is just a hinge joint. So when you rotate, you're giving the illusion that your knee is able to do circles. It's all in the hip to give that little bit of movement so it creates that illusion and it allows you to adjust just enough to make it look like you are making circles with the lower part of your leg, which is where the focus should be. When we have our leg straight in front of us, this sets us up for our ground ronde jambs. So our leg is to the front, we rotate to the side and to the back. And we can take that back around to the other side. To give you a different point of view, we would be in the front, to the side, and to the back. We can take that around the other direction as well. When we go to practice our ronde jambe en l'air, I will often ask my dancers to put their leg over the bar. This allows us to correct the hip placement without stressing too much about our working leg, and we can feel if we're bent or straight in our standing leg. Our general ronde jambes should be straight. From there, we can practice that isolation and feel how our hip has to rotate to get that circle done. Now, this is just a way to help us feel it better. Again, it does kind of take a little bit of the stress off of our working leg in regards to we won't fully feel our hamstrings sometimes engage here, but it gives us a better idea of how to work our hips when we're practicing this move. I hope this helps you understand a little bit more how to work your hips when you're practicing your ronde jambes and different things you can try if you're having a hard time figuring out how to isolate your hip to do the proper movement. I will see you tomorrow as we talk about how our ronde jambes are applied to our adage workout center. I will see you then.